All right, welcome everybody to our team call. If you guys could somebody from each team, Brooke's team and my team, go on our team page and remind them of our team call. It's happening right now. Post the link so we can get more people on here. Thank you. I'm so glad you're here. I've got an awesome prep call. So our goal tonight is to be prepping for Team Cup. And I love Team Cup for a million different reasons. But number one, it just provides you some really killer community. That's probably my favorite part of Team Cup is it gives you that girl tribe, like an intimate feel. Sometimes it can be easy to get lost in group chats and things like that. But when you have a small pod of 5 people, you really see those friendships start to flourish. So I'm excited for you guys to experience that. A couple of things to note. Is that today's MBF launch, which is amazing, so exciting, energy everywhere, leaning into that killer launch. Do want to remind you guys that the bod ropes are on a little bit of a back order. I would really encourage you to just be the light of positivity with your clients. I am telling all of my clients up front, hey, just FYI, I actually recommend that they do a full round of the program without bod groups because the dang thing's going to take out their eye if they're not careful. So they can go through a whole round without bod ropes, and then by the time it gets there, they don't have to worry about that. They've already got the skill under. They're not going to poke their eye out. Their left wrist hopefully will cooperate, and they will see more success in round 2. So I'm already rebutting that. Oh my gosh, my package isn't here. Issue. So go ahead and set your clients up for success and just tell them about the delay ahead of time. Just be like, look, girl, COVID messes everything up, but I got you covered. Not going to delay us one bit. I also would encourage you to level up your customer service. Make sure that you have noted when your auto ships are for your clients, just so you can, because some people may not get their shakes before their second auto ship comes out. There's one or two of the Shakeology flavors that are pretty backed up. So just have a note on your phone to make sure to check in with them before that auto ship goes out so that you can just be that good customer service rep to them. So without further ado, we're going to talk about Team Cup. So I view Team Cup as fuel to your business fire. It is a way for you to see lots and lots of forward momentum with a short period of hustle. So I want to challenge you as we head into this call and prepping. I really want you to keep an open mind. There are going to be things that excite you. There are going to be some things that probably overwhelm you, and there is going to be everything in between. But your job in this is to control what you can, and that first starts with your attitude and your mindset. I want you to go into Team Cup with the mindset that you're going to kill it, not with the mindset that you're doubting that you're going to do good and you're afraid that you're going to let your team down. I want you to change that narrative and make sure that you're approaching this with the mindset that you are going to rock this and your team is going to rock this. So the first thing with Team Cup, we're going to go over like a couple basic things so everybody understands, and then we'll kind of get into the more strategy type things. So understanding the point system is important because you have to, in order to hit your goals, to get all the cool prizes, is you have to understand the point system. So your goal is to hit at minimum SC5. So that should be your non-negotiable. That should be your ride or to die or go home, sign up your golden doodle, sign up your mama, sign up your sister, boom, you hit Success Club. That should be your non-negotiable. When you do that, you're going to get this killer MBF tank, and there are different tiered prizes for different goals reached, but one of the ways to earn points is through Success Clubs. So for every challenge pack, you have 2 Success Club points. Therefore, you would also get 2 Team Cup points. You're going to get 3 points for every lifetime rank advancement. If you are currently a coach, your next advancement would be Emerald. If you're currently an Emerald, your next advancement would be either Ruby or Diamond. So you get 3 points for every time you rank advance during the month of August. You also get a bonus point for each coach that has an active group on bod groups. I would recommend that you set one up on August 1st. Please don't go ahead and do it now. Wait till next week. But set one up and add your clients to it, whether you're in there posting or not, at least that will give your team a bonus point. You don't have to, I personally don't use bod groups. The kinks are not worked out yet, but for a bonus point for your team, go ahead and we'll set that up. We'll teach you how to do that. So we're not, that's a call for another day, but your team will teach you how to do that. We'll do it together. So that's the point system. And your prizes are this cool killer MBF tank top. That's for hitting Success Club. This killer director's chair, that is if every member of your team hits Success Club. So if all 5 people in your team cup group hit Success Club, you all also get that chair. So you get the tank top plus the chair. Now, there are also other prizes based off how many points you have as the team. It ranks you across the region. So the next prize up is a set of Team Beachbody earbuds. There's also a cool summit incentive. I encourage you to go look up those if you're very prize motivated, but we should all be aiming for the tank top and the chair. So we should all be pushing for that Success Club so we can get those as the earnings of all our hard work. Now, I want to reiterate for those of you who are rebooting maybe in August or really viewing August as a clean slate, whether you're a new coach, whether you're a seasoned coach, this 30 days is going to require commitment out of you. It's going to require showing up every day on your social media. It's going to require showing up every day in your group chats. It's an amazing opportunity for that high level accountability so that you can get rid of frustration in your business and start to see some success and really some forward motion in your business. So I really want you to view this month as a clean slate. Whether you're new and haven't got your business up off the ground yet, or if you're seasoned, you've been around and you're kind of in a slump, I really want this month to be like you just launched your business kind of excited over what you're going to be able to accomplish in the next 30 days. I want you to dream big. And with that dreaming big, you're going to be taking massive action because you're going to prove to yourself that you can accomplish whatever you want to in Team Cup. I know for our team, we have a ton of incentives for, hitting big goals like Diamond. So Team Cup is going to be a great opportunity for us to do that. So let's talk about goals. You need to know what you're working towards in the next 30 days. And here's something that I have learned. When I set a goal of SC5 for my business, then I might pull out SC4, SC2. When you set a goal of SC20 for your month, and then you hit SC10, you feel like such a bad egg. You're like, heck yeah, I just hit SC10. I crushed it this month. It doesn't even matter that you didn't hit SC20. But too often we pigeonhole ourselves into a goal that's too small, and then it doesn't require any kind of uncomfortableness. Is that a word? Discomfort. It doesn't require any discomfort in reaching your goal. And so therefore, you may not even get to that goal because you haven't pushed yourself enough. So here are the areas that we're going to look at to set goals. And then we're going to break these goals down week by week, okay? So here are the areas. Number 1 is Success Club. Obviously, we're all working for the prizes, so that's, top of the list. Number 2 is rank advancements, because that gives your team extra points. Number 3 is we're going to set up that bod group. And then the last 2 are habits related and personal development. When I mean habits, I mean consistency with your power hours. If you're new, a power hour is the activities that you do to move your business forward. Consistency with posting about your journey and about coaching. And then the last one is I recommend reading a book as a team with your Team Cup group. So you guys picking a book to read together so that you guys can kind of all be on the same page. Regardless if you do that, y'all have to be reading. I'm talking reading a book or listening to an audio, not a podcast. That does not count. It's great. Podcasts are awesome, but you need something structured that is targeted towards the areas of struggle. If you struggle with confidence, we need to get you a personal development book that has to do with confidence. If you struggle with your mindset and staying positive, we need to get you a book that addresses that. So personal development is going to play a big role because you guys are going to have some times during the next 30 days where everyone's going to tell you no. You're going to get frustrated, and then you're going to be like, well, I'm not going to hit my goals anyway. And where that personal development is going to be what helps guide the ship towards success. So we're going to set some goals together. Are y'all ready? Everybody have pen, paper, ready to go? Because here's what you're going to do. You're going to write them down, and then you guys are going to send them to your group chats for your Team Cup team, okay? So here we go. So I want you to take your goals. Actually, let's go back. So here, we're going to spend 2 minutes doing this. I want you to set a Success Club goal for the month of August. How many new people with the challenge pack do you want to help in the month of August? Go ahead. Write it down. All right. How are you rank advancing? And if so, what's your next rank advancement? So if you are new and you need help, well, let me know. You can drop in the chat what you currently are. And if you are already diamond and we're going to pretend like you can hit star diamond next in the month of August and that there's no qualification period. But okay, so rank advancement. Now, I also want y'all, if you're just a baby coach and you've only hit coach and you don't have an emerald yet and you're like, well, I'm going to set the standard of emerald because, I mean, that's next. Bump that. No, you're going to set the goal of diamond in the month of August because you take bold action because you believe in what you're capable of. So what's your rank advancement goal? We're all going to set up bot groups, so we don't need to talk about that. What are your habits? So I want you to look on your piece of paper, write down what your struggles are with your business, whether that's organization, whether that's time management. What are the habits that you're struggling with right now? And then what do you need to put as a goal to fix that struggle? So we're going to spend just like a minute doing that. So I'll give you an example of mine. My habit that I have got to work on is I tend to put my own business activities last. So my power hour is the last thing that I do. And I tend to do all of the admin team stuff first because that's more fun. And I need to do power hours first. So that when I'm looking at my habits, my habit is going to be making my business the number one priority first, and then everything else comes next. All right, moving on. The next thing I want you to do is to think about what you're struggling with and what PD you are going to be reading in the month of August. So for me, I'm in the middle of Fear is Not the Boss of You. And I have on deck next Stories That Stick by Kendra Hall. So those are kind of the ones that I have, but that could change. If I start to struggle with something in the month of August, then I can pivot and read something different. I'd love to hear in the chat, do you guys struggle with anything specific when it comes to do you struggle with confidence? Do you struggle with mindset? Do you struggle with consistency? Like, what is it that you struggle with? Put it in the chat and I'll try to give you some recommendations for personal development. All right, so now you should have an SC goal. You should have a goal for your rank advancement. And then you should have a habits goal and then your recommended reading. What are you going to be reading through the month of August? And now we're going to break that up into smaller attainable goals, because here's what happens. If you say, well, yeah, I want to hit SC10, and then you don't set a time frame, then you're going to be on the 30th of the month and trying to hit SC10 and getting frustrated and then feeling like a failure because you let your team down. So instead, we're going to fix that narrative, and we're going to all hit Success Club by August 13th. That's your new goal date. So we're going to pretend like the last day of the month is August 13th, and you have to hit it in order to not let your team down by August 13th, okay? So that's your goal, because then you don't have to stress about it. Then everything else that you get the rest of the month is like next level. You've already done your base work, so now we get to focus on leveling up the rest of the month. So now, drop in the chat. I'll look at the chat real quick. Okay. Consistency, confidence, and time management. Consistency and belief, consistency and mindset, time management. Okay, all good ones. Let me reaching out and consistency. Let me think on that, and Brooke and I are going to come up with a list, and we'll post it in the team page. So confidence, consistency, and mindset, and time management. Okay. All right, now I want you to drop in the chat. What are your goals? What did you just write down? Overwhelm. Ooh, that's a good one. What did you just write down? Put it in the chat. What are your goals for Team Cup? I want to hear it. I'm going to tell you mine. I'm going to hit SC40, and I want to pop 3 new diamonds by August 13th. And I'm going to be reading those books. I already told you that. And I already told you my habit struggle. All right, so we got diamond, killer, SC20 and diamond. Oh, I love that. SC6 getting emerald back, trying to diamond. SC20, diamond, SC20. Oh, I see you big players up there doing some good numbers. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I love that you said SC20 because that's literally what my presentation is. Okay, so let's say SC20. All right, that means you need to recruit 10 people in the month of August. That means that every week during August, you help 3 new people. So how simple is that? I mean, how much more attainable does that feel? That you can help 3 new people every week. It totally takes the pressure off. Oh my gosh, I got to find 10 people. If you find 3 people this week, you can find 3 people the next week. And then boom, you're past SC20 in no time. So your goal, we're going to break it down. Your week 1 goal is you're going to help 3 people in the first week of August. Now let's take a goal of diamond. Let me see who commented in the chat and see if I know what their downline looks like right away. I think Kaylee said diamond, so I'm going to use Kaylee as an example. So Kaylee has 8 coaches. She needs emeralds in order to hit diamond. That means that she needs 4 new coaches to get her emeralds, 1 on each leg. So what I would do is I would say I would like to sign up 2 new coaches in the first week of August. 2 new coaches the first week in August, and then 2 more coaches in the second week of August. And then boom, she's got her diamond by the middle of the month. So you're going to take whatever goal that you're looking at rank-wise, and you got to backwards engineer it. If you need 8 coaches for the whole month to hit your goal, then you got to backwards engineer that and set it to a weekly goal. Okay, so does that make sense to everybody? Now, when you're looking at diamond, and you're looking at, oh my gosh, I need emeralds, don't overcomplicate that part. Like, we'll strategize. When you get to the part where you need emeralds, your leader, we're going to help you make sure that that happens. But figure out what you need to get to your 8 coaches first. Do that by August 13th, and that way you can start working on emeralds. Okay, I talked about that. All right, so we've taken those goals. We backtracked. We said, okay, week 1 goal is this amount of helping people, then this many coaches. And so you know exactly what you're working for in the first week of Team Cup. And then you have a game plan for week 2. And at the end of every week, you analyze what went well, what didn't go well, and then you course correct and you keep on moving, okay? So we took those goals, we broke it down. Now, you need to know what your monthly plan is that you are inviting to, okay? Because all this is great, but you need to know, where are you going to be putting these people? And what is it that you're going to be talking about? What is it that you're going to be inviting to? And Brooke Collins and I, she's my success partner, and her team's on here and my team's on here. So the benefit of that is that we are all on the same strategy schedule for groups. So our focus, the first 2, we're going to be the first week in August, we're recruiting to our challenge group, okay? Week 1. Week 2, we're running a free group. On the 17th, that's that 3rd week, we're going to be doing a coach webinar, okay? Not together, we'll be doing it separately. And then the last week of the month, we're going to be recruiting to a second round of muscle burns fat. So right there, you have a strategy for what you're going to be inviting for each week. All right. So you kind of have a layout ready. I want you to complete your tracker 5 days a week. We're going to be introducing something. Brooke has this killer Excel spreadsheet. She's like the organizational wizard, and I'm the hot mess express. But it's a Excel spreadsheet that we will share in our group chats. That is a great way to track your business. It's literally the Success Club tracker system, but it's digital. So we're going to be teaching you how to use that. It's going to be great and guided, and you're going to feel super empowered to accomplish your daily tasks. But you have to complete that tracker 5 days a week if you really want to see success in your business. The next thing is this has got to be a non-negotiable. Nobody wants to be on a Team Cup team where everybody is quiet and like dead and nobody talks. It's no fun. The fun part of Team Cup is becoming a crew of women pushing together. And in that, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, you're going to have a moment or 10 in the next 30 days where you're going to compare yourself to somebody else in that group chat. Snap out of it. We're not doing that. We're not doing that in August. You're not going to compare yourself to anybody. You are you. You get to be your best self. You are your own coach, your own journey. So go ahead and put your tunnel vision on, but commit to being in that group chat every single day. If you get a win, you help somebody with a BOD membership, celebrate it. Put it in the group chat. If you see somebody else in your group that had a killer post and you loved it, put it in the group chat. Be like, gosh, Sarah, your post was killer. I loved how you did this. Great job. Be that energy that's talking all day long in your group chats. And I challenge you to mute every other group chat that you have. I know my team we might as well be called Group Chat Nation because we have 75 different group chats all at one time. So please mute any and all other chats that you need to and focus on your Team Cup group chat through the month of August. You can fix all those settings later, but for the next 30 days, your number one goal is in that group chat, okay? All right, so now what do? We've got the game plan. I want you to print the participants guide. If I did this correctly, I linked it. Did I link it? Oh man, did I link it? I really thought I linked it. Well, that's unfortunate. If you go into your email that you got from Beachbody for Team Cup, I really should try to find this. Let me see. Hold on. Because here we go. Here it is. So this is our PDF that we get from Beachbody. If you like organization and you like structure, then you're going to want to print this out and it's going to change your life. So we have already done half of this. This reiterates prizes, this reiterates points. If you scroll down, we've already done all of that. So we're going to fill in my Team Cup goals. We just worked on these. And then you're going to fill in how you're going to achieve your goals, how you're going to stay accountable. We talked about our strategy. And then down here, you can make a weekly calendar. You like to have structure and to live by that. I have a planner that I've been using, but you could print this out and use this instead. And then this is the Success Club Business Activity Tracker. So if you print out this entire presentation that they have in your email, you're going to have everything that you need for the next 30 days. So print that participants guide, plan week 1, and then here's what most people do. They're like, okay, I'm going to wait until Team Cup actually happens, and then I'm going to start inviting. No, that's a terrible strategy. We're going to start inviting right now because your people, they might need a week or so to pull the trigger, and they might be like, man, I don't know. And then they've watched you for a whole week hype up MBF, and then on Sunday they're like, okay, fine, I'm doing that. And boom, Sunday you hit Success Club. How cool would that be? So you're going to start inviting now to whatever group you're running, whether it's your Muscle Burns Fat group. I know that both Brooke's team and my team have an ongoing challenge. It's called Rock Your Bod for the month of August. So you're going to start inviting to that right now. If you need invite ideas, ask your group, brainstorm ideas. But I want you to be sharing your transformations of yours and your own group chat pod, and anybody else on your team, share those transformations constantly. Highlight somebody new every other day so that you can get people like in their face. They are seeing, wow, she is doing something so amazing. I want to be a part of that energy and excitement. Get excited, share that joy, keep your head on straight and choose that positivity. That's like my motto, is to choose your mindset, and commit to leveling up in August, because what your normal standards are, if you typically don't power hour and you are someone who doesn't have a consistent routine with that, then your level up means you're committing to 5 power hours a week. If you're someone who already power hours and you only invite 3 people a day, your level up is you're going to invite 8 people a day. And so you have to figure out what your numbers are for that. But for 30 days, you can go all in. It's just a numbers game. The more people that you talk to, the higher your odds of reaching your goals. Okay, the last thing, as we head into this, I do really want you to focus on the fact that this is fun. This should not be something that causes you to have panic. It should not be something that causes you immense stress. This is a friendly competition where we get to work together and earn some cool prizes. That is literally it. So do not overcomplicate it. You are going to have so much fun this month, crushing your goals with your team. Just my number one thing that I cannot stand is when somebody gets in a team cup and they stop responding. It's like my golden rule of team cup. I don't care if you hit SC10. I don't care if you hit SC0. It does not matter to me. But if you stop responding to the group chat, it really breaks my heart, because it affects everybody. So even if you're not doing what you want and your goals aren't happening and you're frustrated, you still show up in that team chat because you committed to being a team player. So just lean into that support, because that really is the only, I can promise you, you have 4 other people on your team. And if 2 other people have hit Success Club and you have not, or even all 4 people have hit Success Club and you have not, but you showed up every day in that group chat and you were in there and you were in it with your crew, they are not going to care 1 iota if you didn't reach Success Club or not, because you were with them the whole time. So if you show up, you can look back on August and with pride, no matter what your numbers reflect. But remember, this is going to be fun. Get creative. Do Zoom power hours with your pods. Do friendly competitions. Shoot in your group chat, hey, I challenge everybody to 10 invites today. Who's with me? Push each other. Do fun dance videos and tag each other on Instagram if that's your thing. Whatever your thing is, do it. So anybody have any questions? I have like 10 slides apparently with no pictures. Hold on. Let me remove my screen share. Okay, who has questions about Team Cup? Nobody. If not, that's okay. Who's excited about Team Cup? Show of hands. Who is nervous? It's okay if you raise your hand. Okay, that's okay. It's normal. This is going to be so much fun. And at the end of those 30 days, when you look back and you see that you've cultivated greater friendships, you even helped 2 people reach their goals, or you helped 5 people reach their goals, and you took your business forward, that is the goal. And that confidence is going to drive you for a successful September. Because here's the deal. Everybody that you invite in August that tells you no when they're going to sign up? September and October. And so you have built a foundation for a successful last half of the year when you're doing Team Cup. So I'm pumped. It's going to be an amazing month. Brooke and I have a lot of great team call trainings heading your way. I think next week we're going to talk about objections. Who wants to hear about objections? All right, can I get an amen? So we're going to be talking about that. Does anybody have an objection that they're experiencing a lot of right now that you want to go over real quick? That was a pretty quick call. So if you have one that you want to talk about, let's talk about it. And if you don't, that's cool too. Money. I literally just got off our new coach call and we talked about this. Yeah, money. Okay. So I'm going to regurgitate what I told, I think it was Rhonda on our new coach call just like an hour ago. So here's my 2 biggest strategies for overcoming the money objection. It really is going to depend on your relationship with the person. If it's somebody that you know and you know that they're just more so afraid of failing than they are necessarily spending the money, get them on the phone. Because you can share your heart and share your story way more powerfully over the phone than you can in a text or you can in a message on Facebook. But when you get on the phone with somebody and you can like really relate to what they're feeling, That if it's not actually money that's holding them back, that will probably bust through it. Okay. Number two, if it is actually money, because we are in the midst of COVID world and there are people who have lost their jobs and they may truly not be able to afford it, and that is 100% okay. Ask them, what's your budget? Do you have a price point that you need to stick at? Ask them to communicate that with you. Say, I really believe that the package that I created for you is your best bet, but I want to be respectful of your financial goals. Let's see if we can come up with a plan B. Would you rather do a plan B, or would you rather me reach out to you in 2 weeks and see if the timing is better? And then maybe they get started with BOD and Energize. Maybe they just do a 3-day refresh. You can totally pivot. But when it comes to the money objection, anything you're hearing behind the scenes, please be talking about it on social media. We're going to go into that more specifically next week, but those are 2 quick tips on that. People saying that these workouts don't work for everybody. I would say prove them wrong. They're saying that the workouts don't work, then prove them wrong. Get some killer results in the next 21 days and show them. That's kind of what I would say to that. Make that a post, exactly. All right, so we're going to wrap up the call tonight. If nobody has any questions about Team Cup specifically, I want you at the end of this call, you're going to take those goals and you're going to go write them down, and then you're going to put them in your Team Cup group chat, because they need to know what they are too, so that we can hold each other accountable. All right, it's going to be a fun month. You guys are going to kill it. I want you to go into this with confidence, knowing that you're going to accomplish the things that you want on your heart. That confidence is going to fuel your actions, and that's going to fuel your success. So, all right, love y'all, and same time next week, and it'll be week 1 of Team Cup, so let's see how far we can get in week 1. Okay, bye guys.